What is going on, you guys? Dear Sorry 3000 back here in another video. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a race review of the NASCAR Cup Series 2023 Phoenix Spring Race. Now, the race finished up probably about 20 minutes ago, so this is pretty much a really fresh race review. It was a mid-race. I mean, it wasn't that special. I mean, it was a typical race. Nothing special here. The ending was about the only entertaining part, in my opinion. And restarts, and there was only about 4 or 5 restarts the entire race. There wasn't that much because there's only 2 cautions, and actually I believe there's 3 cautions. Well, the first one was Eric Almirola just ran into the wall, flat tire, and then I think the other one came at the end when Gibbs was in it, Gregson, Allmendinger, when they got all into it. And then they didn't show it until like the very, very end of the broadcast, but they showed Denny Hamlin and Ross Chastain got into each other again. That's just, they're still rivals from like last year. It's crazy. It's like Kyle Busch, Logano, Dale Earnhardt, Terry Labonte, and you know, it's like just a rivalry. But I don't understand, like, it seems like throughout every race, they will find each other and they try to wreck each other. It was Hamlin, I believe. It was Hamlin's fault. He basically wall rode the hell out of Chastain. This is Chastain and this is Hamlin. Hamlin just freaking ran up into him and ran them both into the wall. Both cars are basically really damaged. I don't even know what place they got, but they were running mid-pack, like, you know, not mid-pack, but like 11th, 12th, you know, around that area when that happened, I believe. But Kyle Busch, you know, not the greatest day for my boy Kyle Busch. Car looked horrible. I mean, I'm going to be, you know, very honest. Car looked absolutely garbage to start the race, in my opinion. I mean, he looked very loose. Even in qualifying at practice, that car was freaking loose all over the place. And wasn't much different today, it looked. Obviously, I'm not Kyle Busch. I don't know what exact, you know, feeling he had in that car, but on TV, it just seemed like, you know, in qualifying, you saw he was like this with the wheel the entire, like, he had to manhandle that thing the entire time. I mean, it seemed like that thing was giving him a really hard time. And so today in the race, it kind of seemed like that all transferred into the race. I mean, he ran, you know, what happened was he started 9th, dropped back to like 12th, or 11th or 12th, had a pit stop, then I think he was fine. Then he had another pit stop, got 2 penalties, a speeding penalty, and a tire went out of the pit box, so that was 2 penalties. Got sent to the rear. I don't know if got sent to the rear, but just penalties. And then he got stuck a lap down, got the free pass somehow. I don't understand how he got the free pass, because it was Gibbs that got the free pass on that like cycle of cautions. And then somehow Busch was on the lead lap. I don't know. I don't care. I'm not complaining. He was on the lead lap. So he's on the lead lap, made his way back to like 15th, 16th, and just stayed there. Like, he just stayed there for like an hour. And then he moved up to like 12th. And I'm like, all right, Kyle making a late run. And then the pit stop happens for the last pit stop, the last cycle. Gets up to 5th. I mean, I was very happy on that. I mean, the fact that his pit crew this year seems like his Joe Gibbs pit crew. I remember his 18 pit crew was perfect. They were lights out, just beautiful. I mean, they always had like really fast pit stops, and I'm so thankful Kyle has that here too. But you know, gets him up to 5th, and I thought, all right, this is great. Now, when I'm, you know, before they even do the choose, I'm thinking he has to go to the bottom. You have to. I mean, if you don't go to, if you go to the bottom here on this restart with like 4 to go, you get the dog leg. You can go way down to the apron and like scoop up a good amount of spots there, maybe 2 or 3. You know, get them in the top. Get them in the top 3, maybe even contend for the win. But no, he chooses the top. I don't know what went through with that. I don't know if that was his crew chief that told him to do that or whatever. But then, you know, he goes high, and then when he went high, there's the Gibbs caution with Gregson and Allmendinger, and he somehow got sent down to 10th. And then on that last restart, he went down to the bottom, got in the dogleg, rallied back to 8th place finish. Not terrible, but for the day and the car they had, I'm proud of them. But 8th place, it's just, you can't say it's a top 5, but you can say it's a top 10. But pretty sure Kyle Busch wins, not top 10s. But yeah, all in all, it was a decent race. I mean, like I said, there's only 2 or 3 cautions, and that's not counting the. That's not counting the stage breaks. I don't count those as real cautions. A caution is when something's wrong on the track, and that's what I think of it as. But yeah, all in all, it was a decent race. I mean, it was average for Phoenix. I mean, the Xfinity race, I honestly think the Cup car should go back to like the Xfinity cars, because Xfinity race has been pretty much lights out, perfect. And the Cup races, like last week at Las Vegas, it was just Hendrick dominating, kind of boring. And then this week it was Hendrick dominating, kind of boring. But I also saw Kevin Harvick up front a lot. I was really pulling for him, man. I mean, he's probably my second or third favorite driver. I just like how I like how he doesn't care. He'll say what's on his mind, like the whole crappy ass parts thing from last year at Darlington. It's fitting because he's a Kyle Busch fan. When Kyle blew the engine, I just thought of that, crappy ass parts, right? So I like Harvick. He's cool. Sucks to see him get 5th out of that run that could have won the race, but it is also impressive. I mean, that's like his. I don't know if that's his 10th year in a row. I think it's his 10th year in a row at finishing in the top 10 or something like that. Maybe even 19th. I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm wrong on that. I probably am. I didn't really pay attention to that much, but he had a good day. I'm pretty sure Josh Berry ran up in the top 15 for most areas. I remember seeing him at 13th. I didn't go back and check to see where he finished. Like I said, it was about 15-20 minutes after the race, so I'm just whatever's on my mind from the race, I'm talking about it. But yeah, I saw Josh Berry in 13th. That's awesome for him, man. I mean, I hate Chase Elliott, but I wish him the best. I hate him, but I wish him the best for recovering his leg and all that, however that goes. But hate Chase Elliott, but I love Josh Berry. I didn't know whether I should root for him or not, because see, that's the other thing. I don't know if that would count as a win for Chase Elliott if Josh Berry would somehow win. I don't think it would, but that'd be pretty cool to see Josh Berry win. But yeah, that's about all I got in this video. The race was, I said I'll rate it at the end. Out of 10, I'm going to say it was about a 6. I mean, I'm a NASCAR fan. I'm not going to rate any race below like 30 or 40, but the ending pretty much made up for it. But besides, if there was no ending like it would be a 4 or 3. I mean, it wasn't that entertaining. But yeah, get out of here, let y'all finish your day up, and I hope you have a good day. Peace.